on YouTube? I've been living in Hawaii for going on a year now, and I want to talk about the cost of living out here, the beaches out here, things to do out here. A lot of questions I get from a lot of people back at home, and not even just back at home, but people that's just curious about living in Hawaii and the lifestyle of living in Hawaii. I mean, some of the places I've been out here have been amazing. The beaches I left footprints on, water sports I've done, it's just been crazy. So I'm gonna get into the cost of living first, and then I'll get into a lot of other things that I've done and things that you could do whenever you're coming to Hawaii. Okay, first I'm gonna get into how much it costs to live out here. A place like mine, I live downtown Honolulu, is pretty decent compared to a lot of other places, high rises. So in Hawaii, it's not like the mainland where they can just build out. So they have to build up here because room is kind of limited since you're on an island. And it's a lot of high rises. I know a lot of people that live in high rises. But for a high rise like mine, you're gonna end up paying with all the extra amenities, pool, parking spaces, just anything that you would think that would be included. The only thing we don't have that I really wish we had was like a gym or a weight room. So other than that, you'll be paying a little more than $2,000 a month, or a little over $2,000 a month. The utilities here, electricity, oh my God. Electricity, that could get real, like for real. Electricity here is very expensive. Most islands are that way just because this is harder to generate electricity or to supply electricity on the island, but the electricity bill is a lot higher than what you would pay in the mainland. If you're probably living by yourself and you're running air conditioning, you know, you have a regular day job and then you come home from your job and run it all day, you're probably looking at about $160 a month. But if you're running it and you're constantly home, or you may work from home, you're looking at about $300 a month. And that's really generally if it's just you and you have one air conditioning unit. Me, I have two, but I never run both of them at the same time just for to keep the electricity down for the most part. What else we got? Wi-Fi out here. Wi-Fi is pretty fast. It isn't expensive. I mean, it's like pretty much just kind of like in the mainland, but maybe just a smidget slower than even though you're getting the same speeds that you would in the mainland, they never reach those speeds. So it'd be like a little bit slower what you would get in the mainland. But for me, I have Time Warner, Oceanic internet, and it's going for, I think I'm paying $57 a month. So that's not too bad, but I mean, it could be a lot better because I've heard of better deals, and I've actually received better deals in the mainland. Let's get into water. Water here is pretty much just like standard water bill price, as if, you know, water is usually like pretty much gonna be one of your cheapest bills that you receive, usually, especially living in a high rise. So yeah, water isn't bad at all. I have no gripes when it comes to paying my water bill. Overall, everything is expensive. I'm gonna tell you like that. Everything is expensive. You have to pay a lot more for food here, since it's all mainly imported in or shipped in by boat. Unless you're eating fish in the morning, some of the fish here, like the ahi, is caught in the mornings and served later that same day. But yeah, it's pretty expensive. Okay, now we can get into, let's get into the beaches. Let's talk about the beaches here. The beaches here are absolutely amazing. I mean, you can go from having a party on the beach, or a heavy populated beach, to a beach where you might be the only one out there, completely isolated, maybe two other people, and they might be way down somewhere else where they're not minding none of your business. Yokes, aka Yokohama Beach. This is a isolated beach that's on the west side. So Hawaii pretty much is a west side, east side, or ocean side and mountain side. So the east side is more towards, it's more touristy almost. It's downtown, then Waikiki is right there, then you get the Hawaii Kai. But if you go to the west side of the island, it's a lot more secluded, it's a lot more cultured because it's more like the countryside of the island, honestly, of Oahu. And I remember my first time going to the beach, and it was completely amazing. The sunsets in the west, and you're on the west side, so some of the best sunsets ever you will see at that beach. The sand was incredibly soft. I remember walking in the sand, and my foot would literally like sink in the sand like almost like 4 inches deep, because that's just how soft the sand was. It was the best experience I had here as far as beaches go, Yokohama Beach. And it's another beach if you have like children or you just coming of like a family event. It's called Ko'olina Beach, which is also on the west side, but it's more on a resort. I know the Four Seasons is there on Ko'olina Beach, and there's 4 lagoons there as well. And I visited there before, and literally each lagoon is all within walking distance. But I mean, it's still amazing. I mean, the water there is nice, it's blue. It's just a real family-oriented vibe. But at the same time, you can have that type of isolation later on. The beach is monitored by cameras though, so I don't think you're just out there by yourself completely, because it is like trees that have like cameras and stuff in them. I don't know why I put that out there, but yeah, it is. Let me get into one more attraction out here. So if you come out here, you want to definitely go to Hanauma Bay. And Hanauma Bay is a snorkeling beach. It opens at 7. And I know this because if you get there before 7, you don't have to pay admission, which is $7.50 per person, and you don't have to pay to park. And you don't have to watch this 10-minute video about the reservation. So they require you to watch this video about the reservation because it is a reserve. So a lot of the fish and stuff in the water that you're snorkeling with, they tell you don't touch it and things like that. But I highly recommend Hanauma Bay, simply because that beach is it's amazing. If you're a swimmer, definitely go. Highly recommend snorkeling there. The view is amazing, even watching sunrise. Other things to do here if you're on the way, just family type of things. I would definitely recommend going to Pearl Harbor, checking out a lot of the history there. The Lani Palace, I hope I'm pronouncing it right. I'm not too good with pronunciations, especially in Hawaii. But definitely recommend checking out Lani Palace, Pearl Harbor. There's one more, I forgot. Diamond Head, that's the other one. Diamond Head and Cocoa Head hiking trail. These are all notables that I recommend definitely checking out no matter what if you come to Hawaii. And other things to do here, other things to do in Hawaii, of course you got the water sports, which is my funnest thing to do, and I can't even swim that well. I pretty much can't swim at all, but I just tell people I can't swim, but I can swim like, all right, I really can't swim. But I'm getting better since I've been living in Hawaii. Water sports in Hawaii is pretty much a big thing. You're on an island. So you can literally do pretty much anything. You got scuba diving, swimming with the sharks, jet skiing, parasailing, surfing. The list goes on and on. I mean, it's a ton of things to do here. And I've never been living somewhere where there's so many different things that you could be doing outdoors. Nightlife, the nightlife in Hawaii. The first place I went to out here in Oahu Nightlife was a club called Addiction, or you call it the Modern, or the proper name is the Modern Addiction. But everybody I know on Oahu or on the island just calls it Addiction. Walk in, you go up these stairs. It's a part of a hotel, so it's kind of like, you know, just like that hotel with a club in it type of vibe. But yeah, it was amazing. So you get a mix of tourists, local people that's just out to have fun. Even some of the college students from Hawaii University come. So yeah, that's one club you definitely want to check out. I highly recommend it. I don't have any complaints about it. Another club I would recommend is Sky Waikiki. It's a rooftop type of vibe. You walk in from the street, you go up the elevator. I want to say you get off on the 19th floor, and then you go up an escalator. So you're going up one more floor, even though you got off on the 19th floor. And yeah, you get to the roof. So it's really like a club, like half club, which is all inside, and it has a dance floor, and then the other half of the club actually to me looks like a lounge. But that's part of the club. It's all outdoors, and it's crazy. I wish I could just like show you how it's set up, but yeah, half of it's inside, half of it's outside. But when you get outside, they have like sections and whatnot. But it's a really nice club. Like, I would recommend that to anybody that comes here, because not only, you know, is it a good club, but you're also getting good views. You're overlooking downtown Waikiki. So it's overall just a good vibe. I highly recommend Sky Waikiki if you come to Hawaii. So the next place I'm gonna talk about here is Chinatown. And Chinatown literally has probably hands down one of the biggest events ever. Well, pretty much big events on any holiday. They block off the streets. Sometimes they have vendors out there selling food. It's literally probably about 10 bars there, so you can go bar hopping. So literally the entire street just blocked off, full of people. I remember I went for Halloween in Chinatown in downtown Waikiki. That's another story. We'll get into that later, but I definitely recommend Chinatown. Anything in Chinatown you do after you know, probably about 9 o'clock, you're gonna have fun. You're gonna definitely enjoy it. Is District. So District, a lot of locals go there. Not a lot of tourists really when I go to District. So if you're looking for that type of vibe, which most of the time, I mean, District is not far from me, so I've been to District a couple times. But that's more so like a club that actually reminds me of clubs in the mainland. It has sections, it has bottle service. It's literally one big dance floor, which I do love about it. And it has a stage, and then it has the DJ booth, which is right on the stage. So I mean, it's pretty much set up like clubs in the mainland. And so if you like my video, this is the first video I've done in a while, and the first on this channel actually. Hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be bringing more videos from Hawaii, and enjoy the rest of your day, or it's always daytime somewhere. Enjoy the rest of your night, you know, whatever, just make it count.